Good afternoon, everyone. I'm officially welcoming you all to this session today. My name is Izine, and I'll be moderating this session. Thank you all for joining. We'll be starting out shortly. In 2 minutes' time, when we're sure almost everybody is in, I will commence the session. You can say hi to us in the comment section to show that you're all paying attention, you're all listening. Hi, Tony. Hi, everyone. You can use emojis also to show how excited you are also about the session before we commence. Thank you. Hi, Blessing. Hi, Florence. Hi, Ernest. Hi, Owl. Amazing, 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 amazing. So, taking us on this session today, we are all super excited to be here. This session is actually hosted by Lobby AI to streamline processes for recruiters and employers. And this session is especially going to be taken by one of our business development managers, and I'll be introducing her shortly. So permit me to share my screen shortly. Okay. Okay. Great again to have everyone on the call. I'm seeing that we have about 22 people currently on the call. Super excited again to have you all on the call. The person that will be taking us on this session today, as I introduced earlier, is Chisom Wadialo. She is a passionate business development manager at Lobby AI with over 4 years of experience leading growth across sections, including tech, HR, SaaS, and recruitment. Her work cuts across both startups and enterprise environments. She's drives measurable impacts through strategy, relationship building, and execution. Chisom has a proven track record of partnering with founders, C-suite executives, and HR leaders to scale workforce strategies and implement intelligent conversations and intelligent hiring systems that's tailored to serve diverse markets, particularly across Africa's fast-growing tech ecosystems. Beyond her technical expertise, Chisom is a people-first leader, passionate about helping businesses unlock the full potential of their teams. She believes the future of work lies not just in who you hire, but in how you nurture, engage, and grow them. That belief is what drives her work here at Lobby and her broader mission to transform the talent landscape across the continent. Kindly welcome Chisom Wadielo as she takes on the session where she'll be telling us more about hiring beyond your current tools. Thank you. Chisom, please go on.
Thank you, Izumi. Thank you very much, everyone. Wow, I'm excited also. I'm excited to be here. And thank you, everyone, for joining on the call today. Thank you, Izumi, for that amazing introduction. As Izumi has already mentioned, my name is Chisom Wajalo, and I'm a business development manager at Lobby AI. Before I get into this conversation, I would also like to welcome, introduce. I also love to introduce Lobby AI, the host of this webinar session. But once again, thank you everyone for joining. Thank you for giving us your time and your energy. I can see everyone giving, clapping and all. Thank you everyone for joining. So at Lobby AI, we've been able to run AI technology platform that has been able to solve for all challenges across the HR ecosystem. Oh, will someone say something? Oh, okay, sorry. All right. We've been able to solve for challenges across the HR ecosystem, right? And Lobby AI is not only a job. I've had conversation with people, and they think Lobby AI is a job platform, but it's not only a job platform for connecting talents to international and national opportunities. We've also been able to solve for the HR 360 processes. I'm talking about recruitment and employee management, right? And we have been able to solve for recruitment in terms of creating a platform that has over 40,000 talents on this platform with different experiences in different roles. And on this platform, we've also, can everyone hear me? Please, can you let me know in the chat box if I'm audible? Please let me know you can hear me. Okay, amazing, amazing. So we've been able to solve for recruitment, right? We have built a robust thank you. I can see that you can hear me. We've been able to build a robust platform that has been able to solve for talent sourcing. Now we know that majority of our HRs we're either sourcing for talents through agencies, or we're sourcing for talent by blasting messages on LinkedIn and trying to get the right fit. But what Lobby AI has been able to do for you is cut that process short. You as a recruiter, as a founder that wants to build out your team, as a HR manager, right? You can go on the platform, source for talent according to the role that you're looking to source for. You see various candidates, not just in Nigeria, but you see we have been able to solve for we have candidates across Africa. So if you're looking to hire from Egypt, you're looking to hire from Ghana, you're looking to hire from South Africa, Lobby AI has solved that for you because you can go on the platform and you find your talents, right? And we've also been able to embed AI into our platform to solve for all of this. Now, apart from the talent sourcing part, you are able to carry out conversations, live conversations, real-time conversations with these talents on the platform. You can also carry out your interview process. We have a streamlined flow, right, for you to carry out your interview processes, and down to hiring until, even down to onboarding. You can onboard your candidates, your new employees. You can onboard them on the platform using the Lobby AI system, right? And after onboarding, you still go further to manage your candidates on the platform. Now we're talking about payroll, we're talking about employee data management, we're talking about leave management, performance management, time and expense reporting. We're talking about attendance tracking. All of that has been solved for on the platform, right? All you just have to do is plug in. So yes, that's an introduction to Nabi. But now diving into what the session is about today, the topic for today is beyond the hire, building an employee experience that goes beyond the hire, that starts at recruitment, right? So today's session now, we're having this conversation because beyond recruitment, recruitment doesn't just stop at signature. It doesn't stop at when your candidate signs the signature. That's where the real work begins. So, okay, let's explore what it takes, not just to build a team, but to build a thriving workforce. Most companies focus their energy on recruitment, but data shows that real challenge lies beyond that. It lies in retention, in engagement, and organizational fit. That's why beyond the hire is more than a concept. It's a necessity for every team. Now, we're going to be talking about the problems, right? The problems why most organizations don't scale beyond the hire. We're also going to be talking about the reason, right? We're going to be discussing strategies, how we can come out of that point to a new understanding, a new ideation, a new process, a new time when we now, get to go beyond the hire, understand that it is not just by hiring a candidate into the organization. It is also about how that candidate feels about your structure. It is about what you're doing to make them comfortable. It's about retention. So now I'm going to start with a number, and that's one of the problems today. 33%, it's been proven statistically that 33% of your new hires leave within 6 months. And also 70% of, oh my apologies, and also 70% of these hires leave within 2 years. And burnout is at an all-time high. That we know. Companies struggle with integrations, companies are struggling with engagement, they're struggling with retention. And the cost of this is not just the salary, it's the wasted recruiter's time, it is the engaged manager, it is the disengaged manager, it is the broken morale for the rest of the team. And in some cases, the average cost to replace one employee that leaves your company can be about 50 to 200% of their annual salary, right? Most companies face all of this because we're not using data, right? And statistics has also shown that 80% of employees decide within the first 90 days if they will stay long term in your company. That's why beyond the hire is more than the concept. Now, where do we get this wrong? We have where do we mess up as a company? We have various weak links in the job description. Your job descriptions, they oversell, and then in reality, the job itself, the process, the structure within the organization is under delivers. Onboarding is being rushed, or it's chaotic. New hires don't even get clear goals to what they are here for. They don't get access to tools required to get the job done, or a sense of belonging. And in turn, the performance rate of these employees, they begin to reduce. We have a decrease, and which now causes the retention rate of those employees to go lower. And then you have companies that are losing great talents just because we don't have our structures put together. And then we also have managers now that are majorly focused on delivery, not supporting your new hires. And that is supposed to be a core for onboarding new talents into your company. You don't have so. Hi, is someone speaking? Someone say something to me. Or if you have questions, please feel free to type that in the chat box. And after this conversation, we will take them. We'll have a chat. We'll discuss around it and see how we can solve for these things. Because going forward, I'm also going to be sharing strategies on how we can go about this. Now, the result in where we get all of this wrong is that you have good talents go quiet. Their performance rate reduces. And worst of it, they even exit the company, and then you have to start sourcing again for talents to come fill this role. Your brand reputation suffers. The reviews and referrals, they drop. The reviews on Glassdoor, it drops. The ones on Tech Cabal, you see it also reduces, and this cycle keeps repeating itself. So now, to explain this further, I'm going to give I'll give an example. I was having a conversation with my friend Tinade a few months back, right? So Tinade had just, to my own notice, right? She had just gotten a role as a product designer, and she's an amazing product designer. Tinade had just gotten a role in a popular fintech scale. And during her conversation with the recruiter, one of the feedbacks that the recruiter gave to her is that, we've been fighting tooth and nail to hire an amazing product designer. I'm so glad that we were able to hire you. Now she's excited because that is good feedback coming from a recruiter. She's excited about the role. She's excited about the job. Great pay, great company, a great vision they have there. Now Temilade signs her offer on Friday. After signing her offer on Friday, based, coming from the experience that she has had before now with other companies. She's coming from a company that has proper structure. She's expecting that, okay, if not Friday, at least during the weekend, I should be getting my tools, my work tools. I should have signed all documents necessary. I should have had my pre-boarding call, have a conversation with one of the key people in the organization, an onboarding call. But none of that happened. And then she's like, you know what, let's hold on. Monday, that would happen. And then she goes into work on Monday, ready to work, all pumped, excited. She gets to work on Monday, and they tell her laptop is not ready. She doesn't have the tool to do the work. And her email address was not even ready at the time. And she's looking like, what are we doing here? So all of that, according to her, that whole process it took a week before they got everything together and gave her everything that was required. Still, you have that company has already created, they've created they've made their first impression with Timlade, and it wasn't good for her. Mind you, during all of these things, Timlade also had recruiters on LinkedIn coaching her. So in this case, what do we think is happening? She's having these conversations with them, and within a month she was able to have another interview with a few other companies, and she saw a better fit, and she moved from that company. Now you have that recruiter wondering, if I just hired an amazing talent, what happened? Where did we get it wrong? Why did she leave? Right? And this is a story that's happening everywhere. It's not just with Timlade. I believe that some of the HRs in the house have also experienced this. I mean, it's happening everywhere. And also, even people that haven't experienced, you haven't had this kind of particular experience, you're also experiencing challenges in your recruitment. You're experiencing challenges in your interview stages, right? You're experiencing even in your onboarding phase. I want to see in the comment section, let me know the challenges that you're currently having, so that we don't just speak on these things and not address your own challenges. So put in the chat box your challenges, and as we go further, I would we will speak on them. We'll have a conversation around all of that. Now, what do we do next in this case? We have a new rule. This is a new rule that everyone, I want us to, my hand keeps flying. I want us to, have this in our minds going forward. Experience starts before day one. Every new employee's experience starts before day one. And the winning companies, the best companies out there, they know these things. The experience doesn't start on the first day. It starts the second your candidate says yes to your offer. The pre-boarding matters, it matters. During your pre-boarding, have clear next steps after the offer. Oh, this is the checklist for you. This is what you have to do on day one. You're going to be having a meeting by 1, by 2. This with your team lead. You're going to be having a conversation with the manager by 3. We have a team meeting by 12. Let there be clear steps, clear next steps, checklist ready, goals ready. Let them know, okay, this is the expectation on the job. This is the expectation by day 30. This is the expectation by day 60. This is the expectation from me by day 90. Let's have clear goals put in place. Automated forms, system access. We're talking about the tools that are required to work. Have the login details ready. Have the even a welcome kit, send that out. It's not about it's the little things. Also have an onboarding body, right? So when this is for the on-site team, you have a new hire come into those the organization. Have an onboarding body that goes to this person. Hey, welcome. It's lovely to have you on board in the organization. I would like to take you around. This is the CEO's office. This is the COO's office. It's the little things that count. This is the kitchen. This is the boardroom. So they are familiar. It creates a familiar experience for them. We don't have unnecessary anxiety from our hires. All right, team introduction. Have your team introductions before day one. Let your managers be aligned and ready with goals and checklists. Let the managers know that, I'm going to be having a conversation with this person. They have to be aware and be aligned with the structure for the process, for the onboarding. Let them have your managers are expected to have goals and checklists ready, so that employees also come on board and they are comfortable, and also have everything at easy access, so that your employees can onboard fast. Onboarding doesn't take, with Lobby AI, onboarding doesn't take more than, it doesn't take up to an hour. When my first experience coming on board, I was amazed. I'm like, I've never onboarded like this before. It was super amazing and very, very quick. Now, if you have your processes automated, you have access to these tools. You have access to make your onboarding process easy, right? So as we go further, I would like to discuss the 4 pillars of Beyond the Hire. We're not just discussing problems here. We're also discussing strategies. How do we go beyond the hire? So I would like to introduce you to the 4 pillars that frame the form of a foundation, that frames the form of the foundation of a sustainable workforce. And each of them is critical in maximizing your ROI of hiring investments, right? These pillars are smart targeted hiring, seamless onboarding and integration, culture-driven engagement, growth and retention strategy. Now we're talking about smart targeted hiring. You don't just want to, we're not hiring because we want to hire people we want to fill roles on the team. No, you hire for skill. You hire because this person is the right fit. And you have different categories. As a HR, how do you grade someone to say, oh, you are a right fit? What are these categories? Are you grading based on the communication skills? Are you grading based on their relevant experiences? Are you grading based on their cultural fit? How do they fit perfectly into the company's system, right? So let's stop playing the recruitment roulette. You use data. You have data available. Use AI. A platform like Lobby AI now has been able to embed the AI into the platform to make these processes easy. Now we're talking about the sourcing. You get to, you onboard on the platform. You log in and, I'm looking for a product designer. You ask AI, show me 10 product designers. Let's say you want to tailor it to your office environment. Show me 10 product designers in Lagos. Jabari provides that for you. You're able to go through their profile. You see their details. You get access to their resumes. These resumes are downloadable. You have them as free access to you, right? You can have you set up your interview stages. How many interview stages do you want to have? Do you even want an assessment attached to to the job application? That way you're able to vet candidates even before they come on board. And this also helps us, we don't just blast messages to passive people who aren't open to coming on board. You can build a one talent pool that wants you as much as you want them on your platform. We're talking about the data-driven sourcing. Like I mentioned, you have tools like Lobby AI. Utilize them. They are here to make your jobs easier. People always say AI is here to take our jobs. AI is not here to take our jobs. As a HR, you would not compare the job that an HR. Okay, we have 2 HRs, right? One is operating manually, and one has all of their systems automated. You can't compare, the quality of work between these people. You can't compare it. And all of this reduce time. Automating your processes. You know that your time for sourcing talents and getting them on board, it is already reduced, right? We don't waste time on passive candidates. Now, the second pillar, we're talking about seamless onboarding and integration. Have a flow that is connecting from the point of sourcing to the point of your interview, to the point where your employees are hired, down to when they're onboarded. And even your employees that are already existing on your platform, you have a tool that also manages your employees. We don't let's I have conversations with clients and they're talking about, oh, my performance is manual. We do it manually. Oh, sorry, what do you mean we do it manually? How about we're working in an establishment with over 100 employees? How are we going to handle that? We're still going to do that manually. We've gone beyond the manual phase. Everything now is digitalized. We're automated. We've even gone so far that we have AI now, right? So automate what you can. Make it personal where it counts. Make it personal for your employees where it counts. Have clear steps, paperwork, logins, intros. Like I mentioned earlier, the body system, first week goals. This is what your employees are to do now. In this case, I'm speaking about our new hires, right? Have a clear first week goals. They have access to checklists. They have their employee self-service app where they have access to their checklist. They can see their goals. So you're not even the HR that's running after them. Oh, I sent you, come to my office. Let's talk about your goals for the week. No, we have these things automated. If your new hire comes into the company and they are guessing, as a HR, you have failed. Right? So, like I mentioned, create a process that is connected to hiring, not a separate manual scramble. Let's not do that. Access to tools, systems, and key people. This is who you're going to be speaking to at this time. This is who you're speaking to at this time. Let's have all of that automated. Right, we've spoken about the checklist, automated checklist, and we want to have clear tasks for the HR team. We want to have clear tasks for the managers. We want to have clear tasks even for the new hire and the IT department. Get your employees login details ready before they come on board. So, and I also want to let us know that first impressions matter, right? First impressions shape the retention of your employees. It shapes the retention of the people you're bringing on board. A well-designed onboarding experience, it makes a new hire feel confident. They feel seen. They feel productive. You don't want to have an employee come on board, right? And then from day 2, from day 3, when I hired this person was super smart. There are reasons why you saw this person as a great fit, and now you're wondering, why are you performing below par, right? So you want to put structures in place that make them feel productive. It's not just about the paperwork. It's about culture transfer. It's about the clarity. It's about the community that you're building within your organization. So now, take for example, Alobi AI. When we have new clients onboarded, we guide these new clients on how to onboard, how to use the system, holding their hands and guiding them and training their teams on how to navigate the system. You don't just give them a system and that's it. For someone that has not played the system before, how exactly they're supposed to navigate it is the same with your employee. Let's put a structure that a support system. You support your new hires. Let's say the first week you guide them. Skipping structured onboarding is like handing someone a car and you don't show them how to drive it. You lose talents to confusion. You lose talents to misalignments, or even simply feeling invisible, and that costs your business more than delayed hire. Because now this person is going to feel, oh, I'm not welcome here. I don't like the energy here. I don't like the vibe here. And even right now, speaking right now, HRs, you can attest to this, right? We're now in the day and age where people target, oh, it is a Gen Z thing, right? If you're not serving them, they're out. If they don't feel comfortable, if the vibe, if the energy is low, they are out, right? So we want to make sure that we're not the ones that are causing our own downfall in terms of the work that we do. And on to number 3, we're talking about culture-driven engagement. Engagement is what transforms talent into loyalty. It's not about the snacks or the happy hours that goes on in the organization. It's not about the chit chatting. It's about building a space where people feel psychologically safe. Your employees feel heard. They feel aligned with a mission. Now, I want everyone to ask yourself, as a recruiter, as a HR manager, as a founder, Do your people feel like co-owners of your vision? Do you have shared values? Do you speak the same language in your organization? How inclusive is your leadership? Your team leads, the managers within the company. How inclusive are they in their leadership? It's not just about getting your own job done. You are leading people. You want them to grow. You're there as the team lead because you have what it takes to help the rest of the team do better, work better. So we want inclusive leadership and if an amazing feedback culture. I was having a conversation with a client, and one of his issues is that he doesn't like the way his HR, some managers in the team handle performance. Imagine having you give out a task to an employee or in January, and now they carry out this task, but they didn't do it perfectly. They didn't get the task done the way that you want them to get it done. You don't speak on it. You didn't give them feedback. And we come in August. You waited till August when you know that August is the time for performance review. And you waited till August to come and tell this employee, oh, hi, Ayo, you did not, I gave you a task in January and you did not do it well. What are we doing? What kind of environment are we creating? What kind of leadership is that? Give feedback. Hey, I gave you a task and you did amazing, right? But I think it can be better. I think if you do this, if you get this done, if you do it this way, if you use this framework, this is going to be done better. Have an amazing inclusive leadership. It is very important because you have the team looking up to the managers, right? At the end, you're going to be creating a safe space for expression, and this goes both ways, from managers to younger employees, from employees to managers, right? And lastly, we're talking about the fourth pillar of Beyond the Hire: growth and retention. Retention is earned. Retention is not assumed. Oh, I'm not going to say, I think I've been able to build a good team here. I've been able to build an amazing product. Oh, everybody get on board. Let's get, no. Retention is earned, not assumed. People stay where they grow, from skill developments to promotions to public and private recognitions. Your growth strategy signals how much you value the people that you hire. Now, I love AI. We help companies map out learning and growth journeys for employees so that your employees don't just stay, they scale with you. Everybody goes where they are valued and everybody goes where they can grow. Nobody wants to go to a company where, you're working, but it doesn't feel like you're working. I don't think I'm growing here. Since I came into this organization, I feel like my growth has just been flat. It's stunted. We don't want that. Let's have structures that brings in clear career progression, and let it be transparent. Be transparent with your employees as you're bringing them on board. You want to let them understand that at this company we value growth. So we don't just want you working for us and bringing value. We also want to give value back in return, right? Even you also provide you have a system for retention incentives and like I mentioned earlier, recognition both privately and publicly. Let's say based on your own structure, by the quarter, by the yearly, we have annual rather salary reviews. Now you have people that understand that they are not just pouring into you. They are not just they're not just bringing value to you, but they are also getting value in return. And it could be financial. It could be financial. It could be based on your giving them the learning and development system where they can take course to get better at their skills. Because if we're being honest, they get better. The work that they do gets better. They are productive. They do good work for you, and that way the company grows. So here I'll give you a story, right? I had a client, and this client is one of our financial partners, and we were having a conversation during one of our meetings, and he mentioned that one of his major concerns in the company right now is their retention rate. It keeps dropping, and obviously, knowing that is what we have been able to solve for. Like, Lobby AI is so great that we have solved for every challenge and every need of a business. as far as it has to do with your HR processes, as far as it has to do with the growth of your company, the structure of your company, we have built for every challenge and needs you can think of. If you have questions, I want us to put that in the chat box so that we can discuss after, right? So back to my story. So we're having this conversation, and then I introduced him to these four strategies that we're talking about: smart, targeted hiring. Don't just hire anybody. Have a seamless onboarding and integration system. Let your employees come on board and see that you are doing, like, there's a structure here, and they are going to, you have people, your employees be like, oh wow, these people have they have their they have everything going all well. The structure is great here. I want to stay. Right, so he was able to implement this four pillars, right, into their system, and within 6 months, attrition had dropped by nearly half, and productivity increased by 32%. So I want us to understand that talent is not just about attraction; it's about activation. It's about putting a structure in place that, in turn, supports companies' values. Let everybody know that this is the value, this is the mission, this is the vision. Let's work, let's have that in mind, work towards it. You will see that everyone understands why they are working. We're not just coming to work every day. We're working because there is a goal. We're working because the company has a clear mission and a clear vision. So now, after stating all of this, what do we say good looks like? So I'm going to share this quick flow with you, right? Here's what good looks like in the real world. Having a streamlined process that flows seamlessly from the point of recruitment to onboarding to management. You post a job, the system nudges the right candidates to apply. From applicants, and even you have people on Lobby AI, the way it is built now, you have people apply for these jobs after you posted them. But outside of the people that apply to this job, AI matches you to the best candidates that has best candidates that have applied for the role that you put out, but also matches you to the general talent pool. So in case from the people that got a notification and applied for this role, you also have access to, you also have insights to people that fit into the role, and you can tell how well they fit. You have Jabari letting you know that, oh, Indidi matches to this role by 86%. There is clear data. Matches to this role by 86%. Isn't matches to this role by 72%. Anthony matches to this role by 95%. So you know that it gives you have a clear view of the best candidates, the people to work with, people to have conversations with, people to hire. And like I mentioned, if you have assessments, if you like to attach assessment to this role to also further help with the vetting, you do that. And then you can map out and say, okay, you know what, by 70, whoever gets 70 over 100 or 70 and above, now we're going to be, those are the people we want to have a conversation with for this role. Right? And during your interview processes, there are already things put in place. You get feedback from the AI. Now, we have a tool called the AI Interviewer that can help you with your interviews. And you get access to go back and watch the interview. You see how well your candidates performed. AI gives you feedback on how well they performed. You have a scorecard. AI scores these candidates. Now, speaking of scorecards, right? I have this friend that joined a company, and when she got in, she was invited to have an interview with the team for a new hire coming into the company. And okay, she goes in. Where is the scorecard? How are we grading these people? Now, this is once again talking about companies without structure, systems without structure. How are we grading these people? They say, oh, just grade by how well they perform. How do we all know how well they perform? When these candidates leave and it is just us in the room, how can we categorically tell this is how well candidate A performed, candidate B performed? So now we had that conversation, and I gave her access to the Lobby AI platform, and I told her to utilize the scorecard. We have a feature called the scorecard. Now, the scorecard helps you vet your candidate, rather score your candidates based on categories. You can score them based on their communication skills. You can score them based on their relevant experiences. You can score them based on their cultural fit. And if you have other categories also that you would like to score them. So now it gives a system where everybody is scoring based on the same thing. So you have 1 to 5. How well did candidate A do in terms of communication? We will say she she did well, 4/5. The other person says 3/5. The other person says 5/5. Now, when we do the calculation, when all data is collated, we do the calculation, you now have real data, accurate data that tells you from this interview, this person performed best. This person performed better, right? So now, as I was saying, in the flow, you run a well-structured interview process with your best matches, and you select your perfect hire using scorecards and overall fit. And once the offer is accepted by your hires, straight into onboarding, you start automatically. All they have to do is you let your employee know, oh, at this company we have an employee self-service app. All you have to do is log into the employee self-service app. When you log in, you will see your checklist. You will see your goal, your checklist for day one. You see your goals, what your expectations. They are waiting for you there. You will see your onboarding task, documents you have to sign. You will see it there. Your welcome video, it is on there. So we don't have HR trying to put everything together. No, because all you just did was automate your process, right? So now you have new hires, use an app to upload their details, complete their checklist, access to documents. They watch their welcome videos. Managers too, they set clear goals. Everyone is aligned. The manager is doing also gets a reminder on the system. It's not that we're calling by phone or we're going to someone's office. Hi, do you have this ready? Do you have this ready? Speaking of pursuing managers, I had this client that we were talking, I think last week. I had a meeting with him last week, and he was like, I don't like the fact that this is the HR expert. I don't like the fact that every time that I come up with a JD, I have to go back to the manager to ask, oh, is this JD okay? Is it perfect? And sometimes you even have managers that frustrate your job. HR is in the house. You can relate to this. I have as a HR recruiter, I have sent you the JD for the role because, sir, it is your team that we're looking to fill this role in. Go through the JD. Is this perfect? Can we put this out? And now, because the manager has other things they are doing, they forget that, oh, I'm supposed to go through something and send feedback. Now the manager sits on it for a week, 2 weeks, and then later you come and say, oh, no, you didn't do this well. Can we have another JD? Create another JD. Now, once again, Lobby AI has solved for that. You want to know how? Because the first thing is that we have AI generate your JD for you. AI will generate your JD. All you have to do is impute the role you're looking to hire for and the experience level you're looking for. That's it. And you get your JD for that role. You get skills. You get to see the key responsibilities. All that is required for your JD to be perfect and put out there and have amazing candidates start applying. That is already solved for you. Right now, you would like to nudge your manager to also review that, right? All you just have to do is send that out, and if they have not given you feedback, send a reminder. It's as easy as that. And on their own end, because they also have access to the platform, they don't now have to tell you, oh, you didn't do it well. All they just have to do is make an edit. How? Go back to AI. Tell AI, I don't. This is not. I'm not satisfied by what you've provided. Regenerate. Another JD is done. Have we not just cut down the process of having to wait for one too many weeks for your manager to now tell you, oh, this looks great? And furthermore, you have the employee management flow. You have payroll, performance tracking, and it is transparent. It is a transparent system in terms of performance. You have feedbacks. You get feedbacks and you get reviews, and goals have been assigned after each performance review that has been carried out, and your employees can see it. Every participant and manager and reviewer that took part of this performance process can see clearly what the feedback is on their performance, what the new goals that have been set for them. You can see that you have access to everything. Nobody's being somehow to another person. Leave management, everything is fully automated and it is easy to monitor. Now, it's so transparent, right? This person has access, this person can see what's going on. HR can see what's going on. In case you even want to go and report somebody, I think I did well, but this person is saying I didn't do well. Now we can all sit down, we look at the review, we look at the feedback. How well did this person do? Now, manager, why do you say this person did perform well? There is transparency. You don't have managers what's the word now, grading their employees and other participants based on feelings and emotions, right? And that's something that's very popular in the Nigerian workforce. So here, nobody's confused, nobody's waiting. Your hires too, they feel these people have their acts together. I want to stay here. I want to be here. The structure is great. Definitely, I can grow here. This is how you are creating an impression with your hires, with your employees. You wonder how you go into these well-established companies, and you see people where they have been there for 10 years, they've been there for 20 years, because there is a system there. There's a system that has been put in place. There is structure for everything. There's nobody going crooked ways. Like I mentioned earlier, they also help their employees grow, both financially. People are praised. We have the learning and development. People get trained. They could even bring in trainers into the company. Train my people for me. That is an organization that knows the importance of people, that understands the importance of great talents. Let's not bring in great talents just to lose them in a month, to lose them in just 60 days. Let's try our best to structure all of our processes and get them automated. So now we're wondering, where does Lobby AI come in? I want to also believe that as we've been having this conversation, everybody can clearly see where Lobby AI comes in, because I've been telling you where it comes in. But I will go for that to say, right? This is where Lobby AI comes in. And this is the best part of this session, because I have not just shared problems with you, I've not just shared practical steps and on how to fix them, but I want to share with you a solution that solves what we have been discussing, right? And this is exactly what Lobby AI does for you. Like I mentioned earlier, we solve challenges and needs across the 360 HR process. We didn't just build another just post your job board. We built a full talent ecosystem, from first job post to onboarding and down to management. You have an AI powered platform where you can go and source for talents. And we have over 40,000 talents on that platform. And this number keeps increasing every day. And did I mention that these are active hires, right? We have people that are vetted on the platform also. We've been able to go, we got into partnership with 3MTT. We're into partnership with Tech for Dev, Taltrix. We're into partnership with, is it I4D or I4V? Uh, Please correct me. I4Dev, rather. We have all of this on all of these candidates on the platform. They are vetted candidates. So you have access to professionals on the system. You have ATS also that is helping you make sure that people that are applying for your roles, they are best fits, they are the perfect fits. You have auto reminders going out to candidates to select a job. Do you even know the beautiful thing about Lobby AI? Let me tell you how your interview process goes. Now, take for instance, you're having an interview stage. So the normal way that we all understand is, after an interview, you go, if when the rating has been done, the vetting has been done, or we like this candidate, we're moving them to the next stage, then we go via email and send them email. Oh, hi Joshua, you have made it past this stage, and now you've gotten to the next. Nah, that's too rigorous. We're soft on this side, right? Immediately you move a candidate by just clicking on their profile and dragging to the next stage. They receive an email instantly letting them know that they have moved to the next stage, they have progressed to the next stage, and they can see the new interview dates. If it is also part of the things that you attach to your email, because you get to structure your email how you like. They can see the next date for the interview. All of these processes, they're already solved for, right? Your job posting, AI helps you with that. AI matches, strategic interview pipeline and hiring. That is done seamlessly on the platform. You have the seamless onboarding. Digital paperwork is already made available. Tasks and reminders. All your employees have to do is sign into your employee self-service app and access all of this. They can see everything. We have a seamless employee management system, managing your employee data, bulk payroll, You can carry out your payrolls both in national and international currencies. All of this disbursement is done at once. Immediately you initiate payroll, it is sent out immediately, and everyone receives their salary at the go. You have robust leave and performance management. Employee recognition, you can do it on the platform. Time and attendance tracking system, it is on the platform. Expense reporting and even more, it's on the platform. Ask Lobby AI what you want. Share your challenges, share your needs. Let us know about your loopholes, the gaps. It is already solved for. You have the employee self-service app, like I mentioned earlier, where they log in, they already see their goals, they see their checklist. You're not pushing anybody to sign their onboarding, their rather the offer letters and the rest, because they get reminders for these things if they forget. They have access to their payslip and they can download their payslips. They can request for leave. They can carry out performance review on their own end. I don't know how people say they are doing it manually, but I don't even want to be a part of that process. And all of these things is done with just one tap, right? And then you have managers that are not just winging everything. There is a structure. Everything flows. It's one flow. It is one login. Zero guesswork, because you can see everything transparently. The work going on is clear to everyone, right? And that is beyond the hire. That is what maybe AI does for you. So now we go for that to say, during this conversation, I want to believe that as we've been speaking, as I've been sharing all of these insights, you as a person, as a recruiter, as a founder, you're also able you've been able to, figure out where you have loopholes. You've been able to figure out where your process needs automation. So here's what you can do now. If you're ready to switch your processes and now go beyond the hire, here's what you can do for free. You want to rewrite your onboarding plan. What happens after the offer? This is what we spoke about at the beginning. What happens after the offer? What are the clear goals that comes after the offer? Who owns these goals? What does the new hire get before day one? We're talking tools, we're talking access to the systems. Audit your JD. Does your JD match the reality? Let's not oversell JD and then we now underperform even as an organization. If you don't have a JD, if you don't have JDs that matches your reality, rewrite it. You can even optimize it, like I mentioned. Come and use tools like Lobby AI, right? Plug into tools like Lobby AI. Get automated. It's important. It's the core of businesses nowadays. Train your managers, hand them a checklist, get them trained, let them uh, uh, get access into the development plans. Where you see where they have loopholes, where you see gaps that they can fill, they get skills for that. They learn on the job. It's okay to do that. Hand them checklists for day one, for day 30, day 90. Map your gaps. Where do you lose people in all of your processes? Where do you lose employees? How can you plug that hole? How can you solve for all of this? And lastly, optimize your processes with the right tools. Get automated. It's all about the little things that we put in place, that we automate, right? Small steps and big retentions. And ladies and gentlemen, this brings me to the end of this session. So now we can go into the chat box and answer questions. Please share your questions if you would like. If you would love for me to answer questions that you have. You want to know how you can. Oh, thank you so much. Whoa! I believe we're cheering because it was an amazing session and you've been able to plug in. You know now where you have. Oh, thank you very much. You know now where you have your loopholes and how you can solve for them. So if you have any questions, please put that in the comments section and we're going to be speaking on it. Amazing. Wow, that's a lot of questions. And while I'm taking this, I would also have my teammates. I understand that people are also wondering, how can we optimize? I want to optimize. How can I do this? We've been able to tell you what you can do today, what you can do right now. But how do you optimize it? So what we're going to do now is put on in the chat box a link, our calendar link, right? you book your demos, and we would have, let's sit down and have an evaluation of your processes. Let's find the loopholes, and we look forward to having these conversations with you. And not only did I come with knowledge, I also came bearing gifts. All right. Now, for the first three people that would be booking a demo with Lobby AI to understand the platform and how it can bring value to your own system and your structure, we are going to give you access to the recruitment bit of Lobby AI. You get access to the end-to-end flow, and you can hire three new employees. You can hire for 3 roles. So we're going to put in the chat box the link, the calendar link, schedule your demos, and we'll reach out to you via email. Okay, so let's get into the chat box. Hope this webinar will be sent to our emails after the meeting. Yes, this is a recorded webinar. If you like, please, can everyone let me know, would you like us to share a video of this webinar to your emails? So let's see how many people are interested, and we will do that after the demo. After this session, we'll have the recording sent to you. Elizabeth says yes. Okay. Okay. Bountiful Atako says looking for a HR professional based in Abuja, currently undergoing hiring and productivity challenges. Get plugged into the Lobby AI platform. It's not hard for you to do. HR professionals in how do they say that in quantum on the platform. I've been able to help my clients hire for different roles, and we have people for all roles that you can think of. Hospitality, you have people there. In the medical space, you have people there. Just go on the platform, search. In tech, you have people there, right? Currently undergoing hiring and productivity challenges. Bountiful Attacker, I hope I'm getting that right. I look forward to having let's have a conversation, right? Let's have a conversation after this, so that we can have an evaluation of the process, so we understand where your productivity challenges are currently coming from. So Abiodun Adeoye says, hope to have the presentation in my email. Oh yes, you will get it as far as you register for this, and we have access to your email. I mean, not access to your email. We have your email address. We'll send it to you. Another question says, have you considered smaller organizations that lack sufficient staff time to carry out the extensive process you mentioned? Okay, because all these processes are good. Yes, that is also considered. You know why? You don't have to have a big team to manage the platform. AI is already in the platform, and it has streamlined the process. The work that is to be done on the platform is very, very easy. It is even more easier than I am saying it, right? It's even more easier than I'm saying it. You just need one person you can have just one person, carrying out the activities, prompting AI and all of that, what to do. And the rest is not just only you doing it. It is a platform that gives access to engagement between the employees and the employers, between managers and team members, right? So it goes 2 ways. It goes both ways. Okay. It's not that easy to carry out all these processes. We have 3 HR staff, and we find that managing people takes a lot of level of effort, and also a lot of smaller NGOs don't even have a dedicated HR staff. As Lobby AI works with small NGOs with limited staff. Yes, we have. I just onboarded a client, I think 3 months ago, and it is an NGO with very few staff, but they are currently using the platform, and it is doing amazing for them. They, even when they need to hire someone, the HR needs to add more people to the team. They just go on the platform and use the platform to source for talents, and then they see what you're looking for. They find your best fits and go with it. So yes, we've been able to solve for that. Are we able to get the recording? Oh wow, everybody wants the recording. Yes, you get access to this. How much does the package cost? So I would share with you that Lobby AI has 2 bits: the recruitment bits and the employee management bits of Lobby AI, right? So before we discuss cost, how about we first of all look into your processes? Let's see what exactly you need to automate so that we are also preparing solution that targets your need and your challenge, not just selling a whole platform to you. Do you understand? And also, the platform is affordable. It is an affordable platform because everything concerning the workforce in Nigeria was considered while building this product, and also, putting a price tag on it. It is very much affordable. How has Loving AI been able to handle high turnover? Also, culture is the key element of an organization. Yes, how do we build and maintain a positive work culture? So, like I mentioned earlier, it's the employee engagement. It is how you make your people feel seen. It is how employees interact with each other. It is how managers and how work flows from the point of employee A's desk to the next. Why AI can help optimize the way all of this is done. If we don't have that energy within the organization, I don't think AI can solve that for us because AI is not a human being and we're working with human beings here, right? Uh, Chukwemeka died. It will be okay. That's Izzy's response. Yes, please. All right, amazing. Everyone is saying they would love for us to send this. We will forward all of this to you. We're going to be sending it to you. I am interested in the recruitment module. If it is as effective as you say, then I would love to book a demo. Izzy has already put the link to booking a demo in the chat box. So you can click on that, schedule a meeting, and the very first conversation we're going to have is an evaluation, right? So we don't just one thing about the process here is we don't just go ahead and show you what we have and send it to you. But we want to understand, what exactly you need. So we're giving you, we're speaking to you based on what you need, the solution that is necessary for the challenge you are currently facing. So yes, let's have that meeting, schedule the meeting, and we would have that conversation. So I want to believe that everybody has gotten access to the link. And if do we have any other questions? Would anybody like to, we like to unmute and we speak. If yes, you can use you can raise your hands. Does WEI have a robust LMS? Hi, Rotimi. Yes, we do. And even currently, we're building that out more to be more robust than what we already have, and also getting into partnerships with edtechs like Coursera to help us, get us even more courses on the platform, right? Because every day we have new roles coming up and new skills. So yes, thank you everyone for such an amazing conversation, and I look forward to having, for everyone that has booked a meeting, I look forward to having it. Okay, Josephine Ogazi has raised her hand. Hi Josephine, you can unmute please.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you,
The,
Josephine.
yes, a very good, lively presentation and very clear. So the platform for recruitment seems to be that
Mhm.
have recruitment from Africa and
Yes,
all that. But
African talents. Yes.
yes, I think
Mhm.
that is that what about Nigeria first? I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
for us, we don't need to hire Ghanaians or Cameroonians per se. We have
Yeah,
not
I
seen
understand.
talent in Nigeria. So I saw 40,000 Africa. So you want to hire somebody to do a basic driving work. You won't need to go and look for somebody in Africa for that.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I'm thinking that this platform is for big organizations that maybe you people
No.
you're not really used to smaller local organizations. That's what
Mm,
I'm saying. You've not
no.
really had this, because this platform looks like all these big Julius Berger, all these people that have, need all these African employees, and that's the way it looks to me. Because
Okay.
I want to hire a driver. I'm not looking for a Ghanaian driver. I will not be. And I
Yes,
have
I
a
understand.
driver in
I
Nigeria.
understand that, Josephine. I
Mm.
understand that. So, to answer your question, Yes, Nigeria is in Africa. So we're not just, we don't just want to say we have talents in Nigeria, because no, we have clients all around Africa. We have clients in Kenya, we have clients in Ghana. So that is why they also have access to their talents in their own home country. So yes, we have talents in Nigeria and we have talents in Africa. And no, it is not only for big organizations. Who said that? Because I didn't say that on this call. We have you can even as low as you have 5 employees, but you want your process automated, or 20 employees, yet you want your process automated because you want to, there is an understanding that someday this small company is going to grow to become bigger, right? So we give access to medium, small, and large enterprises. But best believe that it is affordable. Hi, Justin. I hope I've been able to answer your question.
Yes, but this company is it a foreign company or is it a Nigerian company?
No, it is not a foreign company. This is a Nigerian-owned company, but we started in the US. But it is Nigerian-owned. Yeah.
So it's registered here or registered in US? So because you said that you have clients in Kenya, and this, what you answered me that this African, hold on, this African recruitment people that it's because you're dealing with Kenya, and so if it's Kenya, they will look for people in Kenya and so on. So I understood that you answered my question. If I'm looking for a driver in Nigeria first before other African countries. So that means that you are registered here in Nigeria now as a Nigerian company, but you were previously an American company, and you're now opening a branch here in Nigeria and starting off. But your work has been being used in America, because the way you're talking is a lot of these American processes that that sometimes don't fit. They don't really fit in our Nigerian system per se. Like that. You understand? But I feel like the fact that you're going to sit down and customize it, that's fine. But a lot of the things you were saying, these are in abroad, it doesn't really work exactly like that. When these don't work, systems don't work like that here in Nigeria. It doesn't work. So American things, like you pick up a phone, things work. But here, you don't have that.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying, Josephine. So yes, like I said earlier, we started off in the US, but you're not using the same environment as the US. The US environment is different. The Nigerian environment is different. The Ghana environment is different. The Kenyan environment is different. So yeah, you as a Nigerian, you want to hire, we are going to send you the link to it's Lobby AI, right? So basically, from your location, right, you get the record for your location. Thank you very much, Josephine. Thank you, every other person. In the absence of further questions, I want to thank everyone for giving us your time and your energy on this call. And we look forward to the next time we'll be having this meeting again, or this kind of meeting. And for those that have scheduled your demos, I look forward to having a conversation with you. Bye, everyone.